Hello, my soul gardeners. It is November, and we've got a special going on right now with Julie Zipper, Skip Jennings, and Sadiqa Salter. During November, we have 3 of our powerful on-camera practitioners doing a special 2 hours for the price of 1. If you'd like to know more about this special, 2 hours for the price of 1, come on down to sgelitereadings.com. Hello, producer. Welcome back from the weekend, and thanks for checking me out. Well, us out, Soul Garden. Sunny, productive, and on alert today for the Tauruses, although things are a little blurry. I'll explain why. The moon is in Gemini, shifting emotional focus really to what you do best, create value. Your moon is in the house of soul capital. So emotions are reflecting your current state of soul capital. So if you're having money problems, you might really feel it. Listen to your emotions. They'll tell you the value of something. They'll tell you the integrity of something, whether or not it's built on solid soul capital or not built on solid soul capital. It's funny, as a Taurus, I can walk into a building here in California and I have a general sense as a Taurus of whether or not it's going to come down in an earthquake. And I've lived through a couple of earthquakes here and I've been right. So we have this sense. Kind of feel out today where things are, and a good day to put your emotions into anything you are producing, manifesting, etc. Zip into the sun. We're at 0 degrees Sagittarius. As I always like to say, 0 means 0. It's at no man's land between Scorpio and Sag, or between any 2 states of awareness. We just spent 30 days working on relation consciousness, how you relate, long-term, partnership, etc. Now that the sun is moving into Scorpio, it's time to look at intimacy and trust issues, your boundary consciousness. We all dedicate 1/12 of our consciousness to boundaries. Okay? Now boundaries are an illusion. Kind of think of a blanket, all right? God is a blanket. That's all it is, one solid blanket of oneness. And we pull up and pinch off, create a boundary, and we have the illusion of a boundary of the blanket. It's actually the blanket creating an illusion of a boundary. Boundary energy is just pinched off God consciousness to create the illusion of a wall. But we have to maintain these illusions because that's all part of the game. So these boundaries deal with what you will surrender to in yourself or not. Whether or not you can trust yourself as a result. Good boundaries make a good sense of trust, okay? Good fences make nice neighbors. Good boundaries bring trust. If you have a boundary that you're only going to go home after drinking 2 drinks, you can trust you're not going to get a DUI because you have lived by your boundaries, and they're smart boundaries. These are also boundaries with other people. What you will and will not tolerate. What you will and will not accept. Some of us are having a hard time being intimate because we can't let down our boundary. We've got a wall up because someone damaged us and now we're afraid. Some of these boundaries are subconscious. They come up without us even asking them to. All right? Because they're deeply planted in our inner consciousness. And of course, this is the boundaries of life in general. What you will and will not do, what you are and are not open to. And this does play into consciousness of soul capital, by the way. If you're not open to true love, guess what? You're not open to $1 million either. All right? Don't ask me how people get rich when they're closed down. They're open to that and they're not open to this. But overall, closed is closed, and we have to kind of look at all these boundaries. So, Taurus is getting ready for a little bit of love and a little bit of connection, but in the first 10 days, we're going to look at which boundaries are not serving you. And here to help you with that, well, we've got Julie Zipper, Meditation Vibration, Chapter 1 of Sun in Sagittarius. She's giving us a guided meditation today on changing our perception. And your perception of what you're afraid of or where a boundary is frankly more powerful than the boundary itself. Perception is reality, and Julie's going to help you get to the bottom of perception so that it can become a reality. By the way, Sagittarius is how Tauruses approach their boundaries, which is why Tauruses are generally pretty open to anything, just like a Sagittarius. You know what I'm talking about. All right, Taurus, that's all I have for today. But tomorrow, we've got a soul pyramid in air. The universe is blessing us right away. Until then, live, love, be. Soul.